Welcome back to another edition of Arizona Wildcats Insiders Podcast. I'm your host, Troy Hutchison, and we are getting near the end of the college football season. Arizona is sitting at an impressive 7-3. I know many of you coming into the year did not have the Wildcats making a bowl game or had them below 500 as well. I know I saw some 4-8s, 5-7, some 3-9s. That wasn't going to happen. Right here at Arizona Wildcats Insiders Podcast, Arizona Wildcats on SI, we had Arizona at 7-5. We had them making a bowl game, upsetting a couple teams along the way, and getting in a better place than they were a season ago. And you know what? They're 7-3. They've exceeded our expectations because this was the game, the upcoming game against Baylor, where we thought they were going to get their 7th win of the season. Going on the road and pulling off that upset win over Cincinnati is the signature win thus far of the Brent Brennan era. You can talk about the win over number 10 Utah last season on the road, but Utah had a horrible season the rest of the way. I think they finished with 4, maybe 5 wins. That was not a good Utah Ute football team. So that top 10 win wasn't as meaningful. This one, Cincinnati was playing great football. Arizona went in there, got punched in the mouth a little bit, and then punched back and delivered the knockout blow in the fourth quarter. I thought it was a tremendous game. This is a tremendous coaching job by Brent Brennan and his coaching staff. Tremendous play by Noah Fafita, who's playing his best football since 2023, light years ahead of last year's Noah Fafita, and getting closer to that. Is he 2023 form? No, but he's getting closer. He's getting very close to that 2023 form. So Arizona's playing great football. And as you look across the country nationally, they're getting recognition for it. Every single major website, every single major outlet has Arizona in a bowl game. Obviously, 7-3, you're going to a bowl game. Now, it's interesting. I think a handful of them, which I think one of the ESPN ones, what was it, USA Today, and I think Football News, had Arizona going to the LA Bowl against San Diego State. At the beginning of the year, with our projections, I could see that. But as you look at 7-3 with what they have left on the schedule, a mediocre at best Baylor team and an underwhelming and underachieving ASU team, LA Bowl? So you're saying they lose the last 2 games? Because I don't see an LA Bowl being 8-4. I just don't see it. Now, we've seen some that have Arizona and the Sun Bowl. That's kind of been the 2 bowl games being talked about. The Sun Bowl, you've had Notre Dame in there at times. Clemson, I think North Carolina State. We've seen some Wake Forest. Right now it's SMU. And I think that's more realistic. I think that's more of a realistic shot and realistic finish for Arizona because I think they're going to be Baylor. That's 8 wins on the season. Boom, there's the Sun Bowl. Even if they get to 9, it could still be a Sun Bowl because of how the Pac-12 bowl games stack up. Mind you, Oregon looks like they're going to a college football playoffs. USC would probably get the Alamo Bowl. And then it's the Sun Bowl, and that's how it kind of filters out because you have the Pac-12 bowl game ties. That's the thing to keep in mind here because I think 9-3, you're thinking, oh, they're going to the Alamo Bowl, this, and that. No, not so fast. Not so fast, my friends. And yes, that is a Golden Girls Cup. Not so fast, my friends. I think Arizona has a shot at the Sun Bowl, slim shot at the Alamo, and they're placed right now. If I had to pick a game for them to go to right now, it'd be the Vegas Bowl. So as we look at our projections, looking at how Noah Fafita's been playing at a high level, and it's amazing, on his last 3 road games, 776 yards passing, nearly 800 yards passing, 7 touchdown passes, and a completion percentage of 77%. 0 interceptions or turnovers. Noah Fafita on the road has been a road warrior, has been a road menace. And that's exactly what Arizona needed from him. And the defense has been great. 2 turnovers against Swarsby, Cincinnati. He had turned the ball over, 2 interceptions all season long. Arizona plays them, get 2. And then they shut down the running game after being ran all over in the first quarter. They allowed 50 yards the rest of the way. That's a tremendous coaching job by Seth Dagey, getting the offense going in the right direction. Tremendous head coaching job by Brent Brennan, having everybody ready to go. And a tremendous defensive coaching job by Danny Gonzalez, who, for my money, pound for pound, is the best defense coordinator in the Big 12, one of the top 5 defense coordinators in the nation. Arizona is going to need to get these coaches paid because this is great staff. If they keep this, they have the awesome recruiting class coming in. You get guys from the transfer portal. You keep guys on the roster. You're looking at a team that can compete for a Big 12 title. Again, I will repeat myself. You're looking at a team that could compete for a Big 12 title, even with all the money fluctuating at Texas Tech and the history of BYU and how well Houston's played. You're looking at a team that could get to the college football playoffs if everything falls into place. But we're a long way away from that. And now the Wildcats have Baylor coming in. As they play in their home season finale. It's the final home game of the season. It's senior night. And Arizona will be kicking off, I should say senior day. They're kicking off at 11 a.m. against a Baylor team that's been hot and cold, Jekyll and Hyde, an offense that's spectacular and a defense that is piss poor. So something's got to give there. But before we get to the game, right now going into the game, we have Arizona Wildcats on SI, has Arizona playing in the Sun Bowl versus Miami. I know Miami right now is projected maybe to get to the college football playoffs. But they're sitting there at 8-2. There's a lot of solid teams in the ACC. I think Miami might be the best one of the bunch, but those losses are bad, man. And I think they're going to take one more loss. I think they fall to 9-3 and get placed in the Sun Bowl, and it's a very underwhelming year for Miami. And then you're going to have Arizona go up against them in El Paso. Arizona fans are going to travel well to that game. Is it going to be sold out? No. But they're going to get a good contingent in that game. Miami, we'll see what they have. And it'll mark the first time the two programs have played in a bowl game since the 1994 Fiesta Bowl, when Arizona just barnstormed them 29-0 when Miami was in their prime. We're talking about prime Miami, Warren Sapp, Michael Irving. We're talking about, all these legends, and Arizona just whooped their butt, belt to ass. We're talking about that Miami football team. Now, is this Miami football team like that dynasty? No, not at all. But Mario Cristobal has them well coached. I don't think he's a great coach. I don't think he makes a lot of difference in the game, but it's elite talent. They're good on both sides of the ball. Joe Salavea coached at Miami a season ago. So there's a lot of familiarity between the two programs. I think it's going to be an insane game. Oh, and Isaiah Taylor, Jason Taylor's son, played at Arizona, went to Miami. I don't know if he's still there, but a lot of connections between the two programs. Arizona, Miami, that would be a December 31st game in the Sun Bowl, New Year's Eve. Man, what a game that would be. But we'll have more coverage of Arizona Wildcats on SI, of Arizona athletics. Be sure to follow our website, Arizona Wildcats on SI, from football, basketball, little baseball, little softball, recruiting. We do it all at Arizona Wildcats on SI. Be sure to follow us on our Twitter account at Arizona Wildcats on SI, or follow me, Troy Hutchison, at THutch1995, and we'll see you next time.